Holy freaking crap, everybody. That's right. You're hearing it already. It's going down right now at this moment of time. It's the Mack Cast with myself, Monster Mack, and trainee number 1.
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, dude? Can you believe it?
What are you asking me?
If you can believe that it's the Mack Cast going down right now.
I can believe it because I spent like the last 10 minutes switching laptops and checking audio to make sure this shit worked.
Yeah, I was just sitting here waiting, and I was like, dude, hurry up with that shit. I want to go and do the Mack Cast. We got a special one for you because trainee...
Just say hurry up with that shit. You want a podcast?
Yeah, dude, I've been waiting for you to set that shit up. But thanks, dude. I appreciate that. We got Trevor in the house. It's going down. T-Dog. What's up, dude? You know, he hands me stuff. He goes and grabs me stuff. And, you know, if I need a piss bucket, he brings it to me.
Why would you need a piss bucket? Are you just that lazy you don't want to get up?
I don't want to get up. Exactly.
Mac, you make my head hurt and you make my heart smile all at the same time, buddy.
Thanks.
So, tonight on the podcast, hey, dude, you know what we forgot to do last time on the podcast?
Mac News.
And?
Plug our sponsor.
Boom, you got him right. We forgot to plug our sponsor on that last podcast. I was thinking about, like, taking it down and, like, inserting a plug and then uploading it back up, but then I said, screw it, and let's just do 2 today.
What do you mean, like an automatic plug? Like it plugs automatically every time the show starts? It's like before we start the show, here's the plug.
No, I'm talking about just inserting one in that last episode because we forgot to talk about it.
I see now. Sorry, guys. You don't get the plug this time. We'll double plug them this time.
I just said that. That's something I just said.
Okay, let's do it then.
So what we're going to do, Mac, is we're going to plug the podcast sponsor, which is newrepublicprinting.com for all your T-shirt, patch, I don't know if they do buttons, hoodies, maybe towels, I'm sure if you ask, cooking aprons, bandanas, basically curtains.
Do they do coasters? What about coasters?
No.
No coasters? Mugs? Glass mugs?
I don't... newrepublicprinting.com.
Check it out, everybody. That's newrepublicprinting.com. You're going to have to go to spell check for that one because I can't really hook you up with that one. Republic.
Yeah, people know.
All right, people, if you don't know, now you know. But before we...
Trevor, remind us at the end of the podcast to plug it again.
Before we jump into our special guest on the Mack Cast, we got some Mack news to get out of the way. Trainee number 1. You got some Mack news?
No.
No? You know how many Mack news has been going down recently?
The House of Bricks / Whaling City Wrestling November 29th Slobber Slam show is canceled, actually. It's not going to be held in Fairhaven anymore. They don't have a rescheduled show date. I guess they're waiting until next year to start running again. But we'll get more into that later on with our guest. And other than that, Mac, we got the Thanksgiving Throwdown this weekend. Something else we'll get into with our guest. And what else? What other news do we got? Slobber Slam, Throwdown, new videos on the website.
We made our return to Showcase Pro Wrestling, and this
is like the third podcast since we've done that, and you've talked about it already.
It's been done. It's been said to people. Know.
You keep doing it. You keep bringing up old stuff from podcasts. Do you want to talk about how there's a Mike Rossa podcast?
I think the people know that. I established that last Mack Cast.
And 2 Mack Casts before.
Yeah, exactly. So they should know now. And also in Mack News, we might not be wrestling for Showcase Pro Wrestling ever again. Purely speculation on the streets. People have been saying that Monster Mack's out of wrestling. He's going to be on the shelves for a while. I have no idea what they're talking about. They've been saying that he tore his ACL. I tore my ACL. And yeah, that is true, but I'm like 85% now. You know what I mean? I should be back in the wrestling game anytime now. By the throwdown, 110%. I promise, T.
Wait, hold on. Maybe the other guy tore his ACL. Maybe they're not talking about you.
I don't know. I don't know. The internet's.
He's a big guy. And take a step the wrong way, you tear your ACL. But I think that's all the Mac news we got, right, man? You got anything else? You spit all over the mic. It just ugh.
Trevor, you got some kind of tissues for this mic?
Trevor, go get us some tissues. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the house tonight, in the Mack Castle, we have. You are the first son of a guest we've already had on. You should celebrate about that. It's okay. And you don't have. Do you hold any championships right now? No championships. So we have this guy who's got no belts. He's the kid of a Hall of Famer kid. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight in the house we have my friend and yours, the Brick, David Baker.
What's up, Mattcast? How you guys doing today?
We're doing good, dude. How are you doing? You looking good? You looking sturdy?
Oh yeah, usually.
You got a grizzly beard going on? You ready?
Hey, it's no shave November, man. You don't shave in November.
Oh, yeah, I see. I don't shave ever. Underneath this mask, Kimbo Slice style beard.
First guest to welcome us as a whole as well. Hello, Mattcast, including the production guys as well.
Would you like me to just say trainee number? Would you like me to just say trainee number 1 next time?
And Trevor and myself.
All right, so I could say hi to trainee number 1 and Monster Mac.
No, you can wrap it up as a whole. I'm just
wrap it
we're
up
giving
as a
you
whole.
the first time categories. We like to list that off on the Mattcast. We have a guest. First time being in his log cabin, Scott Levesque. You know what I'm saying?
Categories
Stuff
isn't
like
a game
that.
we're gonna play, is it?
No, it might be towards the end of this.
Oh,
who
great.
knows where the Mattcast is
fantastic.
going to head?
It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know.
We might do some name. We might start with some name association. How do you know about that?
Oh God! You know, name association can be a good and a bad thing. Depends on what name's thrown out.
Now, you listen to the T-Cast. We talked about doing this after the T-Cast. And one of the things that we talked about that you disagreed with us on was you said you'd pick Rock Paint over Brian Sire.
All day.
Now, I want to know the reason behind this. Because I've actually, unfortunately, we wrestled Rock Paint and Sire as a tag team. And I got to say, I had an
I'm sorry, but that must have been match of the career right there.
One of one of the
Figuratively
low points of that. And on one of your dad's shows, we wrestled Everett Briggs and JB Tickle as a team.
Well, the difference between JB Tickle and Everett Briggs and those other two guys that you mentioned, at least JB Tickle and Everett Briggs gave 110% and are learning and, getting better. I understand Everett Briggs has been in and out of
He's been learning for 135 years.
Minus, 135 years. But that's not the point. Everett Briggs, he's a wicked nice guy in person. Awesome guy.
I got no problem with
I don't know if I consider him my best friend or anything like that, but
you guys are friends. You consider him a friend?
He's cool.
Some people do consider him your best friend.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Oh,
so
does that mean you think he's my best friend?
I think he's saying Everett Briggs thinks that he's your best friend.
Sometimes.
Even though he's not.
Sometimes
you're his best friend.
Sometimes I think he thinks we're closer than we are, but to be honest, if I needed something, he'd be there.
To help you out.
Yeah, and to be honest, in all fairness, I'd probably do the same for him because I know he'd do it for me.
David Baker, a great guy. You're ruining your deal on this podcast, man.
I don't really care.
Your deal's going to be blown up.
In the end, I just get in the ring and I don't care who's across from the ring. I just want to beat the crap out of him anyway.
That is 100% true, ladies and gentlemen. David Baker.
I've beat up you guys on plenty of occasions, as well as I've received.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken, some water bottles to the eye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
You have large hands. Your hands are very large. You have Andre the Giant hands, but obviously not as big as him. If you took down a size or two. The Big John Stud.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna go Big John Stud, huh?
You got stud hands.
I'd rather go back to Andre. No offense to Big John Stud, man.
No, it's all good, dude. And you know what they say about guys with big hands? Really hard chops.
Yeah, and big gloves too.
Big gloves. That's where I was going. Nothing to do with
nothing to do with
penis
hot chops.
size.
No, nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What did you say?
If we've heard any of those stories, I'm sorry that they got thrown around.
You need the large size condoms. That's what you're saying. You need big gloves.
They have large size condoms?
No.
Magnums. No, that's way too big.
That's a gun.
That's
dog.
not. That's like I don't even know. Terry Crews big.
This is a strange way to start off this podcast.
This started off
a little
very
weird,
awkward.
right?
I think it's Monster Mack's fault.
It's gotta be.
Anyway,
It's gotta be his
It's gotta
fault.
be Mack's fault.
The
over
pain
there.
medication he's on, even though he's at 85%, he's still taking pain meds. Like he's at,
He said
like he's
by
at
this
5%.
Saturday he'll be 110%. I mean, I don't know how many of his pain meds he has to take to be 110%, but I guess he's gonna do it up.
I'm doing pretty well. I got.
I'm
motion.
sure you are. I mean, every 4 hours you must be doing great.
I got motion in my knee now. It's pretty good.
You have motion in your knee.
Yeah, think about what's gonna be like 4 days
You
from
couldn't
now.
even get up off
When's
that
the
couch
throwdown?
and like wrestle anybody right now. You can't even walk.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
110%, guy.
Doing jumping jacks. Training's
If I
holding
see
me
you
up.
doing jumper jacks, I may have to, how about this? I'll bet you that you're not going to be there.
I will take my
Jumping
knee
jacks.
brace
I wanna see
off right
jumping
now.
jacks.
All right.
If I see jumping jacks this Saturday night, I'll give you $10.
You're gonna challenge me if I'll be there. I'll be there, brother.
Yep.
All right.
And if you do it,
Thanksgiving
I'm glad to give you
throwdown.
the $10 to go back to the hospital.
Hopefully, if you're listening, so will you be. You be at the throwdown.
Thanksgiving Throwdown this weekend. Look it up on Facebook. Thanksgiving Throwdown 2014. RWA staff, all that good stuff. East Providence Rec Center. I don't know the address off the top of my head, but you should definitely go. Oh, but you know why not?
Well, yeah, because, the lineup itself is
It's pretty solid, yeah.
Absolutely, I think really good, actually.
Yeah, there's some good ones on
RWA
there.
has come a long way from when I first met these guys way back in the day. I mean, I may not have agreed 100% of what they were doing at the time, but, T and, the rest of the guys helping out there, they really want to push this to be something really great, and I seen that, and it piqued my interest a lot. And I'm actually glad to be part of RWA nowadays, especially with, let's say other companies are running absolutely fantastic in other places.
Yeah. You're being sarcastic there.
So,
You would say
yeah,
that
a little
with
bit, a little bit.
You said that with
I
a
did
wink
a little
and a
bit
nod
with
and
the
some
quotation
fingers. There was
marks.
some finger
Yeah, a
quotes.
little bit of quotation marks, but I'm not gonna go there because it's just a waste of my time. But I love RWA these days. I mean, I only really have been wrestling for two companies as of recently, anyway. Which would be obviously
House of Bricks. Yeah.
And RWA, and I just as of April, me and T, we put all differences aside, and he gave me my first match, and
that was at Dynasty, right?
No. My first match was actually at the RWA Chop Shop.
Now, we were talking about those Chop
Broadway
Shop
Street.
shows with T when we did the T cast.
But
how do you feel about those Chop Shop shows? The hype tapings.
they actually there's its great points, and then there's some bad points. The only bad point, I think, is that there's not enough of actual live fans there, which is okay. Because with TV tapings in general, you're not really playing towards the crowd and those type of things. You're more trying to show your stuff on camera rather than you would be, trying to pop the crowd. And if you're trying to pop the boys and stuff like that, I don't think the boys should be popping for you, because if they're popping for you, what are they popping for themselves for? I mean, in all reality, I'm not going to say that if I see something cool, I'm not going to go ooh, or something that I thought broke somebody's neck, which I've seen a lot. Yeah, lots of head bumps that that's not gonna happen to me. No head bumps for me. That just doesn't happen.
Tell us about your first match.
My first match.
Hold on.
You guys said no. This is fantastic.
Hold on 1 second. We skipped right over the rock paint thing. We went on a tangent.
We did.
We went on a
if
tangent.
we really want to go back to the rock
do
paint,
want to go to the rock paint
because
thing,
I'm sure we'll get back into Throwdown eventually.
Of course. And I want to mention that while we're doing this podcast, we're watching the Wrestling Spotlight 15-year anniversary show on YouTube. Check it out, youtube.com/wrestling spotlight, folks. It's Hollywood, Johnny P, Sean Candildo, and Scotty the Spotlight Shooter.
Anyway, it was pretty funny though. At one point, they had Mr.
Candido. The producers told me I pronounced it wrong. Somebody typed an L. They typed an L in.
Is that almost like Eric Dodo type of deal?
No.
Well,
who?
Eric Dodo.
Did we do a podcast with him too? I think.
Did you?
We may have.
If you did a podcast with Eric Dodo, good for you. But
it's got a lot of downloads, brother.
Does it really?
That's what he'll tell you.
Yeah, he probably downloaded himself. I didn't put that on the podcast though.
You want me to cut that out?
No, you don't have to cut that out.
All right.
But I think it's funny anyway. I've been calling Eric Dodo for like fucking 8 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And I've only been wrestling, training professionally and in ring since I was 15. So
but
I've only got 10 years. So 8 years of that 10 years, I've
You've been calling him Eric.
as Eric Dildo. So,
all right.
At one point, he was my really good friend. But anyway, back to the rock paint and
rock paint LeMay.
And LeMay. I never liked LeMay ever in life. Like it
a lot of people haven't.
Like at first, I just dealt with him because
he was around.
He was around, and I'm not a disrespectful kind of guy in the locker room because that's just a waste of my time, and I don't need to be disrespectful unless somebody's disrespectful to me. Like, oh wait, I can think of a time. How about this one time that I had two guys in masks come up to me in a locker room and say, "Oh, we're the only masked guys on this show." I wonder who that was.
Oh, who was that?
Oh, I have no idea. The same guy throws freaking poles on the ground too, but that's not the point.
You was there that show?
Oh, I was there.
All right, so here's what
you want to know why that was there? Because that was my first show for you guys.
What? That's hilarious.
So that was my first impression of you guys. The first time I ever met you guys.
That we fucked with you a bunch.
So angry, and then Mr. Monster Mack goes and gets so angry at I don't know. I want to say Dave Olivera. Everybody else gets mad at because I'm not gonna get into that either because I say Dave. Some mean things that I shouldn't say. But
right.
But yeah, I didn't understand why you wanted to bend that pole so much. I mean, I didn't think you were gonna bend the entire ring post by yourself, not just throwing it on the ground. I mean, you might have maybe cracked it, but not.
No, he bent it right in half.
It was on turf, man. That's a soft ground. It's not like it's gonna break the pole. If anything, you're just gonna dig the ground up and make Dave pay for it, which is
still pretty funny.
Which is still pretty funny, but either way, none of that happened. So you just almost wasted your time throwing that thing. But yeah, so that was my first impression of you guys. Anyway,
so what you're talking about is what happened was. We showed up and we had known Creeper already.
Yeah.
And we were like on friendly terms with Creeper. And Creeper had Arachnid. Which
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Which was a guy who was masked and looked very similar to you. And he had Little Creep.
No, he was really skinny.
He was pretty skinny.
He was really skinny.
He had Little Creep as well. And then he also... so what we were claiming that Creeper was a ripoff of Monster Mack. Arachnid was trainee number 1. And that Creeper was, Creep was Monster Mack's old, manager, Mini Mack, who was a child in a wrestling mask that would take bumps for you occasionally.
He was a suspected child, all right? He was really a midget. It wasn't a child.
And we messed with you guys about it, and Creep got real upset with us. Like, shoot upset. He goes,
Creep gets upset really fast.
Yeah, apparently.
And the reason...
Some douchebag in a mask got all upset. Who was that guy? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe the douchebags in the mask. So they came up to some guy in a mask and just said, you're not allowed on these shows, kid. You might as well go home. We're the only masked wrestlers here. So, I walked right up to Creeper, and then we beat up whoever we wrestled that
I did wear my heavyweight championship at all times as well.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're wearing a heavyweight title, man. Come on now. Think about that in real terms.
That's so funny. I forgot all about that. That we mess with you guys about.
Oh, yeah. So you guys can forget all you want. Just remember.
No, I remember. Awesome. That story is now here. So is that when you first met LeMay?
That was... No, I had met LeMay before.
Previous, just from him going to Yankee shows?
Just from him being, who he is. But
yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I never liked LeMay.
Just never liked him, and you just don't have any beef with Rock Paint at all, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any
That's
interaction
the only
with
reason. No, not really. Wait, with who?
With Rock Paint?
No, not really. I talked to him and said, hi, what's up? And then that was the end of that
That's
conversation.
About it.
Yeah. So it's not like I get to hear any of these stories until this guy's coming up to me to tell me this story.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
this
story.
Some good
ones.
And then, he talked to his wife or girlfriend or whatever at the time, and she's telling this other story. And I'm like, this is just,
I seen her posting on Facebook the other day about how bill collectors are still calling her looking for him.
Oh, my God.
And he's ducking and hiding. It's a punk move.
Definitely a punk move. So, if that's how you... Screw Rock Paint. If that's your first experience at Monster Mack, why are we hanging out right now? You must have thought I was the biggest douchebag ever.
10 years later, I don't care if I'm a douchebag. Just remember, if we're in a ring, it doesn't matter who's in that ring against me. They are going to get their ass kicked, whether they like it or not. I am not a nice guy in the ring. I will beat you down to a pulp. I'll stretch you out. I will chop you. I will punch you in the face for real.
Believe that.
And you guys know firsthand, so it's not like anything's different. So this is me, big freaking deal, man. I'm a dad. I just had a kid and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't make me any different. But if once I'm in that ring, it doesn't matter who's across from that ring. I'm just gonna kick their ass, plain and simple. Win or lose, they are gonna be going home battered and bruised, no matter what.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are the true words of David Baker. He will chop you up and powerbomb the shit out of you.
Yep.
One,
all
two,
it takes
three.
is one slip. Just saying.
Yeah. So let's bring it all back then, man. Let's start from the beginning. You said that you've been wrestling in a ring professionally, like since you were 15.
I started training when I was 15.
In a ring, but honestly, it started way before that, right?
Oh my God, I've been wrestling since.
If you guys out there, clearly, if you don't know, you're an idiot. This is David Baker, Brickhouse Baker's firstborn son.
Yeah, I've literally been taking bumps in my house on floors since I was like 2 years old.
Right.
So I mean that's 23 years I've been actually
of just
physically
wrestling around,
and just doing things. Like I have videotapes of me when I was like 6, 7 years old having wrestling matches with my dad in the living room. I mean,
just going all in,
going all out, man. Yeah, I was doing Hurricane Ranas and shit by the time I was 10. So I mean,
totally not your style these days.
No. I can still do that stuff. So don't be fooled.
Don't count it out.
Just remember, go to Throwdown this weekend. I think I got something that I'm gonna pull
something
out.
Something a little wild.
I haven't done in quite a while, so I'm gonna pull it out. I think.
David Baker, you just piqued my interest. I'm gonna be watching your match now too.
Yep. Only one person knows, and I told him at training. It slipped out of my mouth. But that's
who's that person? I'm gonna harass him.
No, I'm not telling you.
Well, you told me who went to training. There was only like a couple people there last week.
And I
right?
didn't tell you everybody that went.
Damn it, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Trizzy.
Yep.
Lisby.
You're missing. But anyway, back to the training too.
Yeah.
More people need to go to that shit, man. It drives me nuts. Like those years that like when WCW and the Forge got shut down and WCW stopped training, I was not training
anywhere, right?
Anywhere. Like every once in a while, I popped up at Showcase to train, but I didn't really like train because like.
Now, what are some places around here that you recommend for training?
Oh, there's lots of places, man. RWA is every Monday to Wednesday. That's right in Providence. So if you're a local Rhode Island guy, you might as well go right there.
Why not? And
I mean, if you're in the New Bedford, Fall River area, you know what I mean, top ropes right down the street.
Right, of course.
I mean, you could always go there. And then if you're up northern Mass, you could always go to Chaotic. You got VCW up there. There's plenty of places you can go train if you really want to train. You're dedicated to this shit. So
at the RWA, the Chop Shop, it started with JT Dunn running the class, right?
Yeah, I believe that was who started
it.
And
then Biff, and you and Trips now help a lot of the kids.
Oh yeah, me and Trips. I'm down there usually every Monday. I think I've missed one Monday since I started going about. I don't know, almost 2 months ago.
Yeah, a couple months ago, yeah.
You know, I haven't missed a Monday yet. I mean, Wednesdays are a little tough for me with work and stuff.
Right, of course.
You go on Wednesdays, usually Anthony Stone's there training, having people do stuff. And there's another great guy to learn from.
There.
I mean, yeah, Biff does training. Like he also has like this thing that goes after training
the Biff
from
camp.
the Biff camp. It's from like whatever 9 to whatever.
BiffCamp.com. I don't know if that's a real website.
I have no idea
Check
if that's the website. Just
I'm
sure you can ask him for the info if you just go on.
He's in China right now, so you probably can't.
Oh, that's where he went. I was actually questioning where he had went for this tour, and that's awesome. Good for him, man. He's been working his ass off. He's been working his ass off, and he wrestles really good, man. I'm impressed.
Certainly.
I wish I could wrestle him one day. That's for damn sure. One day I'm
gonna
have to go in the ring.
I'd say it's a possibility of happening.
Book it because I don't see it getting booked anywhere else.
No way, come on.
Unless T's awesome and gets him to come down and shit.
Biff Busick versus David Baker. We're going to want to see it. BB versus DB. Let's make it happen.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think me and him, we're gonna have one brutal match, and we all know it's gonna happen. So
I'm down with it.
Yep. He's down with it too. He's I asked him all the time. I was like, "When are we gonna wrestle?" He's like, "Whenever it happens." So like, that's awesome. So that means he wants to wrestle. That's okay with me, man.
So do you remember your first live wrestling show?
My first live
that you went
as a
to.
kid.
You went and watched.
Oh my god! I can't tell you my first one. I mean, everybody's like, "Oh, do you know your history of the WWE and whatever, WWF, WCCW? You can go back to fucking Smoky Mountains and shit like that." I don't know that stuff. I don't. I never really watched all of that because literally I've been in the business pretty much since I was 2 years old. All I do is go to shows every weekend. My dad wrestled. I don't know if Joe Eugenio was running 60+ shows a year. I mean, that's every weekend, guys. I mean, 2-3 times a weekend sometimes.
At an early age, you were right there. In the audience,
I've been watching. Not even just my dad. I watched like Scott Taylor. I don't even know Redemption when I was like 3 years old. Now think about that, man. Redemption's been wrestling longer than my dad. I mean, shoot.
But I'm sure a lot of these older wrestlers are more than just old wrestlers to you too, like because they're obviously family friends. A
lot of guys actually. It's pretty cool that they kind of like uncles to me, like literal uncles. Like I would say second dads and stuff, but they're all like my uncles. They're all, I don't know, a lot of the veterans I consider my uncles. They're like a good family of mine. Like that's another reason. Like at one point I really did want to make it to like say, I don't know, TNA, WWE, ROH, whatever. You know what I mean? But then like I don't know, something clicked, and I just want to have fun with this stuff, and like to be honest, my real goal is to just wrestle all the guys I watched when I grew up. That's really all I want to do. Like. Oh, by the way, I still want to wrestle Rick Fuller, and I've
It hasn't happened?
Nope, it still has not happened. I've been chokeslammed by Rick Fuller. I've been punched by Rick Fuller, but I have never wrestled Rick Fuller. And I've honestly asked a lot of people to book that match.
There's not many people asking to wrestle Rick Fuller.
He's a legend in my eyes, man.
Yeah,
like, he was the big guy back in the day. He used to be the lumberjack, man.
Dude.
Whenever you heard his music, man, you just know what was coming.
Here,
you just knew it was coming.
So you know, are there any shows or moments of shows from your childhood that stand out from like before you were wrestling? Shit that like sticks out in your mind that you've seen live at Yankee
I've
shows?
Seen lots of things, man. Like I don't know. I got to witness half of my dad and Jose's cage matches live. Like,
right. Yeah, and that probably is a bug out on your part, right?
Yeah, like just back in the day, man. Everything like that. Being a kid watching, say your dad of all things. You have hot feelings there. You gotta watch him get slammed up against cages and bleeding all over the place. There. As a kid, that shit's crazy.
You had the ultimate "my dad can beat up your dad" like excuse, huh?
I didn't use it in school.
No, you never threw that around.
I used it in school.
Like my dad, I just watched my dad get his face rubbed in a barbed wire against some Puerto Rican guy named Jose.
I was a little nervous about that barbed wire match.
Shit,
I was actually taping that, but for
Yankee.
For us, no, for me.
Oh, for you guys.
For my dad. My dad wanted. Well, I don't blame him. Jose should have done the same thing. I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
Just for his own personal, recording.
Yeah.
And I was the one taping it, and at some points my hand shakes a little bit because I get a little nervous with the barbed wire.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, Jose is like an uncle to me too. I mean, I've
both of them.
Yeah, I've been watching both of them wrestle their entire feud. So
right. Yeah.
So I mean. Yeah, to watch them guys finally, it almost brings tears to the eyes at the end of it, especially like the reaction you get afterwards, all the people that supported it. That PAL hall was packed.
The retirement
it was
show?
Like sold out. Like,
dude, you actually got to wrestle in the PAL again. You were in the Battle Royal
I did.
Night.
That was actually awesome. I love that building. I mean, I went there for however long they pretty much been running
to
there.
Watch, and then you wrestled there when you were younger, right?
I remember when they used to change upstairs. I remember when they used to do they'd be different. Everything's different now. It's like, I don't know, but it's cool to.
It was
to
awesome
see how that place
to see that place just sold out, like jam packed
all the time.
Fact that
all the time. Back in the day, it was all the time jam packed. No matter what, man. I just wish wrestling would get back to that.
It's tough, man. I mean, I guess it
is tough. Economy is so hard.
Right. The economy's down. There's so many. There's so much to do. So much more to do now. There's always 4 or 5 shows running in an area. You know what I mean? It's not.
It's
not
just
like a show run by
It was
Uncle
like
Joe,
literally 3 shows.
In all of New England, you could go to 3 shows.
Yeah. So obviously you're gonna go. But.
Yeah. So now there's a show running in Woonsocket, a show running in Fall River, and a show running in Fairhaven on the same night.
Yeah, pretty much. Or is that really happening?
I feel like that happened last weekend.
Something like that.
Something pretty close,
time, happens all the time.
But so when did you? What age was it that you thought like, I want to start doing that? Did your dad smarten you up at all?
What do you mean? What do you mean smarten me up at all?
Like let you know that it's a work or.
Oh no, he didn't let me know it was a work until Vince blew it.
Until Vince
Vince blew it. I swear that I didn't know.
So your dad just kept it.
Kayfabed me the whole time
until Vince was like, "Listen."
Yep. Until Vince said, "Well, it's fake."
What the attitude? The attitude.
I thought that was all real. That was all real to me. I mean, it's probably all real to you guys too. So I don't hear it.
I'm trying to think. At that age, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of when. My grandparents always sold it to me like. No. Like it's dangerous and it's entertaining, but they know who's gonna win and stuff. So I don't know if I ever thought it was like real.
You got to think it's real. That's why you're doing it.
Listen, I understand. I've been broken nose and from Scott Levesque and you know
man,
what I mean?
Scott Levesque, that guy. I mean,
yeah, it's real to him. Damn it,
it's so real to him. It's
you just stole my line, Trainee. I was ready to throw that in there.
Yep.
But no, for real, I definitely thought it was real at the time, and I was gonna say it's still real to me. Damn it, but Trainee stole the line.
About Scott Levesque.
Damn you, Scott Levesque. I'm blaming you. Thanks, Trainee.
Scott Levesque. What a stiff prick.
That's usually the question we ask. When did you decide to? Hey, I think I want to get in the ring. Well, did it come an early age for you? Since your dad,
I've actually wanted to I've always wanted to wrestle. I've always piqued interest in actually wrestling, but right after I stopped playing baseball, which was when I was like 13, I was like, all right, I'm serious. I want to wrestle. Because when I was 13, I just stopped playing baseball once I got to high school. So I played for 10 years, though. So that's pretty cool.
How were you?
Actually, I was a very.
I was an outfield guy.
I was the catcher. Actually, I was the catcher. Actually.
So if we ever need like a Mack cast baseball team, you're our first draft pick. Is that what you're telling us?
I'm down.
You're down if we want to play like the Biff and Ted podcast in like a softball tournament, a softball game.
That'd be such a fun blast.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that'd be awesome. That'd be
awesome. Get a bunch of their guests. We get a bunch of our guests.
You
We
don't
play
even
a
have to
funny
ask
baseball.
me no more. I'm in.
All right, listen up, Biff and Ted. Let's see if we can put this together.
Is that an open challenge?
Yeah, baseball team. How many do
the
we do?
wingman
5
versus
on
the
5?
Mackcast. Come on, we can do it.
What do you do for a baseball, for like a softball game? How many guys do you need?
Well, it's supposed to be 9 on each side.
All right, but we don't. Listen, I don't have.
We can't do 9.
Yeah, I don't have
so
that
how
many
are we
friends.
So where are we gonna play this game?
I don't know, man. There's baseball fields all over the place.
That's a big baseball field. I have 9 people, man.
No, we'll play with plastic bats.
Wiffle ball.
And, yeah, we'll play wiffle ball
with a soft sponge ball or something. So if it's
no, like a wiffle ball, we'll be fine.
Right,
we'll put like a weight in there, maybe, in the ball, so it doesn't get flown away by the wind.
Oh man, this podcast definitely didn't go in the direction I planned.
Yeah, did you think we were going to talk about wrestling?
To be honest, but I didn't realize that the Mackcast isn't a wrestling talk show. It is. Well, it's the Mackcast. There's almost nothing like it. There's almost nothing like it, man.
Speaking on this baseball stuff, so who's going to win this stuff? Because I heard all that stuff was predetermined.
Win what stuff?
Baseball, the baseball game. We're going to figure out who's going to win. I heard baseball was predetermined.
Magnets and holograms, right?
Yeah, it's all
fishing wire. A lot of fishing wire involved in baseball.
A lot of fishing wire.
Have you ever been to a game?
Yeah, actually, me and Papa Dukes went to a game this year.
That's not true. That nobody goes to any baseball games. It's all paid actors in the crowd. That's what they cut to they cut the shots of fans from when baseball was real back in the day.
Stock footage, it's called.
Yeah, it's a lot of stock footage and like green screen stand-ins. I believe. That's what I read on the internet.
So everything you read on the internet, I gotcha.
Speaking of internet, I've always wondered this, and I don't know if it's true. Back in the day, I heard that David Baker said that trainer number 1 may have been Man McCheese. Is that true?
What?
Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
I heard it from a bunch of people back in the day. Like David Baker thinks it's you. Talking to me,
dude. What?
Yeah, dude. Isn't
I
that
don't know
wild?
where that came from.
I honestly don't remember like who.
I'm sure
told it to me
because Man
first.
McCheese was like 19,000 years ago, but that's
right. Yeah, it's been a while, but I heard it like more than once that it's like David Baker for some reason thinks it's you, and I'm just thinking like, if I was talking shit on the internet, it would be underneath like training number 1 would be my name. You know?
Yeah, no shit. Like, if I had a, I don't know. Well, how long ago was that? Was that when you were ribbing me?
I would do a
so
podcast and make fun of.
Is that when you were pissing me off and ribbing me?
Yeah, maybe.
So it might have happened. I don't know. Back in the day, I was stupid. I said a lot of things I shouldn't have said.
Is Man McCheese dead?
Dad?
Is he dead? Is he still around? Like
I don't know. I don't know if he's still around. If it is, it's not as big of a buzz as it was before.
No. We're trying to bring it back. So who do you think?
We're trying to bring it back. All right, Man McCheese. You're going to bring it back.
Who do you think Man McCheese was?
Honestly,
we're trying to figure it out.
There's too many suspects and not enough clues, so not really have a really good guess. You know, you can only just assume who it is.
Sounds like Man McCheese to me.
That's some Man McCheese talk if I ever heard.
Hey, whatever you say,
Trevor,
man.
Can you find?
I know how many people
iPod
said it was me
me
at one point too, but dude, nobody realizes I'm not that good at the internet.
Yeah.
So if you think it was me, man,
that's how I know it wasn't us either. Like, come on.
Yeah, you guys don't know anything about the internet or web
Barely.
shows or anything like that.
No, listen. That's all produced on public access on VHS.
Oh, they do it all for us,
no,
right?
yeah, well, no. We hit the buttons and shit.
We hit the buttons.
It's not hard to upload videos to YouTube, but I don't know, man. I don't know people's real names or any of that jive. Like Man McCheese must be a huge indie wrestling fan because he sees so much and talks so much chat, or used to anyway. I don't know about it anymore.
I don't know.
I was trying to find my iPod so I could go
I
on
haven't
Twitter
been on
and
the
look him up.
Burning Hammer to laugh, and I don't know how long.
Yeah, Burning Hammer.
I used to look at it just
too,
for the
right?
shows that were in the area, but now all the shows are just posted all
on
over Facebook.
Yeah, you don't even need that shit anymore. So let's hear it, man. What was your first experience in a ring taking a bump?
Sucked.
Yeah, that was your first initial.
Sucked. No,
Where
I
was
wasn't
it?
given any guidance or anything like that, so I was just told to take a bump, and I
Take a bump,
jumped up
kid.
in the air and
Went
that hurt,
back.
and I got a concussion. But that's, I don't know if it was a faux concussion, but it was definitely a partial concussion.
Yeah, you gave yourself a nice little thwack.
Oh yeah, I had to get out. I couldn't breathe.
And was that in the where was that? In the back
That was
of
that was at the time Yankee Pro Wrestling behind
New
the
Beige.
Sunshine Plaza,
yeah.
which is now Price Right.
Yeah. Oh man, it's crazy, right? I
Yeah.
drive by that place
Yeah.
all the time. And
You
I'm
drive
like,
all the places.
I used to
it's
go
like,
watch wrestling in that.
Where's,
but, like,
where's that comic book
Yeah, what the
store? where's the place that sells the candy? Trees?
this looks weird, man.
Then they had that restaurant that nobody ever ate at.
Yep. I don't know, man. Random restaurants and I wrestled in the back of a pizza place once. That was kind of weird.
Hey, I wrestled at a Discovery Zone before. It was pretty crazy.
What?
It wasn't actually Discovery
But
Zone,
it was a place
but it might
like
as well
that?
be Discovery Zone or a Chuck E.
Dude.
Cheese type of deal.
Dude, that's so cool.
They had like a side birthday room that was.
Oh, wait.
That was SRW at the time.
Where was that?
That was in Stoughton, actually.
At the Good
One
Times?
of the best rings I ever actually.
Was that the Good Times Emporium?
No. Good Times. That's.
That was NECW
that was,
ran there.
No, that was NLP.
NLP ran there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't think it was NLP at the time. I think they switched over and they whatever. I don't know.
Well, I know. Bob
That
was
was a long
running there
time
with
ago.
Sheldon for a while. Like Bob.
I actually broke my nose at NLP. Yeah. At
That place.
show,
Yeah.
NLP.
NLP,
It's been
right,
a
yeah.
while since I worked there, so. Well, actually, it's been a while since it's been around.
It's been a quick minute, my friend.
Yeah.
But so your first bump experience sucked. Who was there like training with you? I'm assuming your dad.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people that like people see all the time, like Chris Pyro, Davey Cash, like Brandon.
Yeah.
Dude, like that whole class.
Yeah.
That whole class was there. Like, and plus we had guys like.
I just want to let you know that this whole time we were watching that spotlight stuff, and once 3 chicks got on the screen instead of 3 old men, Mack changed it and is now looking at Botchamania.
Botchamania time, brother.
Botchamania time.
You didn't want to watch
I have
Lish?
yet to make it on Botchamania that I know of.
You didn't want to watch Lish, Taylor, and Jill? Nope. All right.
No. No, he's got
Old
that.
news, dude.
He's got
It's
that
old
other.
news.
He's
Been
got
there,
that
done
other French wine girl.
Yeah,
there.
he's got all the ladies. This Mack guy, he's not worried about it.
I'm sure.
So you're saying you had a lot of people in your class,
There used to be like
guys who work on the reg.
There used to be almost like 20 people at training nearly all the time. Like that's just how big the classes
Right.
were. Now, like I go to training, like literally the girl that takes the pictures and a referee shows up.
Right, that's who was there.
That's who was there for the majority of training until Triple Issues came down.
Yeah,
But other than that, man, like that's who shows up at training, and it upsets me. Oh, actually, 2 refs show up, except this guy Handy Manny over there.
Oh, yeah.
Was building something for us RWA guys. That's gonna be absolutely awesome.
Oh,
So,
for the
throwdown,
the Thrizzle
That'll
Dizzle.
be at the throwdown. It's gonna be absolutely awesome. It's I don't know. T's got a lot of different ideas, and his production is ridiculous. So
T does not play around.
no, he doesn't play around. Him and Christian are a good tag team for the internet.
For this
that's
stuff,
for sure.
yeah, certainly. The RWA internet TV stuff is dope. They put a lot of work
Yeah,
into it.
they
It looks
do.
so good.
They bust their ass, and it may take a while for them to post their stuff, but they
But when
do it
they,
for a
it's
reason.
yeah, they put a lot of work into it
they,
before they
They put a
upload it.
lot of work into it, and thank you for posting my stuff, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome because I can just go on the internet and watch whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Right. It's also
awesome.
nice to watch your stuff with like commentary on it and all that jive. A lot of people
Yeah, it's a
upload
lot more
matches. Even when
professional.
we upload matches that like from shows that we just film ourselves, we try to add our own commentary to it. Just because like it.
Yeah, I got you.
It's
so
easy
did you
to
do the voiceover for
digest.
the time you hit me with the water bottle?
We didn't know. No, we did no voiceover for that one.
Yeah, well, you don't need to. It hurt.
So when
Just
did
remember
you?
there's a receipt.
Hilarious. I once threw a water bottle through the ring ropes at David Baker, and the cap hit him directly in the middle of his eye.
Yep.
It was wild. It was not. It wasn't
It wasn't
what I
an
expected.
accident. I know it wasn't.
It wasn't. Well,
did
no,
on purpose.
I certainly
You
meant to throw it at
threw it
you.
at me in the face on purpose. So
Right, I was
you
expecting to
definitely
hit
flipped
you.
it so the cap could hit me.
I don't know about that shit.
No, that happened, dude. That happened.
Hilarious.
Because it didn't not happen. All I was doing was going over there to help somebody. And
No. You were
I was
going.
being a nice guy, and you just hit me in the face with the water bottle. It hurt my feelings.
Is that what it was? You were
Yeah.
trying to help an old lady cross the street, carry your groceries, and I
No,
just
I'd never do that.
no. All right, it's too nice, right?
No, never do that. Never do that.
So
Except for my grandmother, who beat up the mighty Cupido. That was awesome.
I want to see that footage. To tell you the
I do
truth,
too, to be honest.
you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
That was at a House of Brick show, I
Yes,
assume, right?
yes, it was.
Now,
And I missed it because I was getting changed after my match.
boo!
I missed it all.
So you start training on the regular,
Yeah.
and at Yankee.
Yeah, at 15 years old,
15.
because I was not allowed to go in any earlier than that. They told me no.
Now, what did you start like everybody else did with like doing ring crew, referee?
Oh yeah,
cameraman,
man!
all
You
that
kidding
jive?
me? I was doing ring crew. I was reffing. I video cameraed a couple times.
You ever ring announce?
I did.
You
I
ring
did
announce
pictures
before,
at
didn't you?
intermission. I sold
Did some ring announcing
concession.
in my day.
Yeah, I did all that stuff. I set up rings for literally like 6 years straight before I even
Forever,
got a break.
right?
Yeah, and I still set up rings to this day at House of Bricks and stuff. I mean, there's no setting
if
up
I
the
show
rings
up
for
and the
them.
ring's not set up, I generally try to give a hand to.
Nah, you lie.
Nah, I don't.
You guys
I
don't show up on time like that. You show up
I'm
before
saying
bell
when
time,
we
but-
show up.
Yeah. You show up before bell time. You're lucky
Listen,
about
man,
that.
it's
but-
ladies. The ladies, they
No, there's no such thing.
ladies.
For you guys.
Oh, come on, man! You know that's not true.
Damn,
How
how
many
come
ladies-
I only ever see you guys with Trevor?
Y-
And he grabs everything for you. I just want to let you know that was said earlier.
By who? Who said that?
Monster Mack.
Yeah,
man.
we're saying that
He
Trevor grabs all-
everything.
Yeah.
he grabs everything for
You
him.
talking about our
Just
wings? He doesn't grab our wings, dude.
saying. Maybe not yours, but I didn't know when you're sleeping, so I'm just saying.
Oh my god! Please, Trevor, don't do it. Hilarious.
Is Trevor cooking that chicken or what?
Yeah, I think Trevor's gonna. Trevor, you baking us up some chicken? Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's excited about
All
it.
Trevor
He's
had to
excited.
say was, oh my god. That's all he had to say.
We have the
there
pizzas.
was nothing else he had to say. Just, oh my god.
We got that pizza too. If you want some more pizza.
Oh man, I might need some. Yeah, I've been. Did you preheat the oven?
Yeah, it's gonna take
Oh,
forever
shit.
on baking that chicken.
$4.50 by the way.
Yeah, is it for? I thought it was. Never mind. Never mind. So,
Yeah, it's a $4.50. It's a
how long were you
$4.50.
training for before you had your first match?
Trying to think. I think it was a little less than a year, but it was only. I did a battle royal, and then I did an 8-man elimination match. It was, actually, I had the
In
biggest
mask,
tag team
no
partners.
mask? What are you?
No. I was the. I'm not even gonna say what I was.
Oh, you
but-
say it.
Yeah,
You
no.
say it. You sound
No,
like
no,
that.
I'm not saying it, man.
This
You can
guy.
say it if you want to.
This
but
guy. No, we won't. If you don't want
It's
to.
all right. No, I was just very young, so I had to wear a mask.
Right.
But
See, we have.
the mask also
We're
makes
also
me,
really young.
The mask
That's why we
also,
wear masks
makes
too.
you feel
We're
better.
under
Almost like
18.
a superhero when you wear a mask. Like you can
I feel like a
almost do
superhero at all
anything.
times.
I know you do. So that's not the point, man. I know it is because I wore a mask for I don't know how many years with Brandon. So
Yeah, wearing a mask is awesome. That's all I got.
that's all he's got.
This is why we can't watch Botchamania when we're doing this, because you're not paying attention to the podcast at all. You're just watching the.
Yeah,
a
he's
bunch
just
of
watching
people
the thing.
PWG.
It's because he's been taking so much
It's the Percocets have taken over officially.
Oh no.
the
They're leading
they've
me towards botchamania.
The only way you can tell about this is because literally through the eye holes of his mask.
Yeah,
he's,
his eyes are
his eyes are
squinted.
just like shut. He might as well be sleeping halfway through this.
Obviously, this is prescribed, folks. Monster Mac tore
His ACL.
His ACL.
and
He's
a little
85%.
crybaby and thinks he's gonna be
85% healed,
110%, and he has a
110%.
$10 bet saying he can't do a jumping jack.
he'll be jumping and jacking all over the place. He says.
At the Thanksgiving Throwdowns, my next booking. I can't miss it.
Well, you don't
All
have
right,
to miss it, but you're definitely not going to do anything in it. You-
Right, yeah.
Engagements, yeah.
Pre-engagements, he says. Pre-engagements.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're engaged. When did you have your first actual match? Then? Not an 8-man elimination, not a
My
battle
first
royal.
singles match? I
Yeah.
didn't have a singles match.
For a while.
Actually, I think my first singles match ever was against Chris Blackheart.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding, at the PAL. I'm pretty sure that was my first ever singles match. The first match I ever actually won was on Kid Pyro, actually.
Uh-oh.
That was the first
Was he
match
Kid
I ever
Pyro
won.
with
Yeah,
the
it was
mask
Kid
and all?
Pyro at the time. It was Kid Pyro. At the
Yeah.
time. No, I lied. He was Canadian.
I was going to say, what was his?
He was Canadian, at the time. Yeah, Chris Camaro
Chris
or whatever it was.
Camaro?
Kamara?
Kamara?
I don't
Something
know.
wild
Something
like that.
along those lines.
We're talking
but,
about Pyro.
Yep, and then Huey McGraw helped
Yep.
me out and gave me the win. That's what happened. because the Canadian guy, he was just not a nice guy. So
Yeah.
he started hitting people with his flag kendo stick deal, and Huey McGraw was quite upset.
Pissed?
Oh yeah, he came out and chokeslammed him up, and I got the victory. That was my first ever victory, and then I was #1 contender for the lightweight title, and all the lightweights quit.
At one time?
Pretty much.
Where'd they go?
I don't even know, actually. I was only 16 at the time.
Was that the NRG thing?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I was only 16, so I didn't really bother with like finding out. I didn't really know anybody at the time. It was my first time really meeting all the boys, hanging out like one of the boys rather than just my dad's son, which I never liked that people gave me instant gratitude because I was my dad's son. I always wanted to learn my own respect. I didn't want to just have it given to me.
Yeah.
I mean, some guys I literally grew up hanging out with because, well, close friends of my dad. So I literally hung out with those guys. Well, they're going to be, a little lenient.
Yeah.
I've known them my whole life,
right,
hanging out wise. But the boys, I always wanted to earn their respect the hard way, the way every other wrestler did it.
Yeah.
Because I understand what wrestling's all about. And, wrestling is, we go in there and beat the shit out of each other a lot. But
yep.
if you don't trust the guy in the ring that you're wrestling or something, why would you do it?
Right. No, it's a good point.
Why would you do it? If you feel like the guy's gonna, kill you or something, why would you get in the ring?
How long did you wrestle for a Yankee for?
Until it crossed over the top rope, so I don't know. Sorry, I had the mic a little bit far with my face, and Trainee's like, "Oh, put that shit closer."
a little closer.
He just wants to see it closer to my mouth.
Yeah,
but,
imagery.
I got you.
Spank bank.
Spank bank. Yeah, whatever you say. Freaking perv. What was it? I don't even know. What year did it cross over the top rope? 2006, 2005.
I want to say 5.
So like 2 years, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like 2003ish. I started.
When you started,
2004,
right?
Something like that.
And then 2005.
2004. 2004 is when I started.
So you were there until basically when your dad left and when
everybody left, all the veterans left, and it kind of upset me because that was my dream anyway, was to wrestle all the guys I watched growing up. And don't get me wrong, top rope was a good place to wrestle, and it's still
still
pretty high up company.
Certainly.
I don't know. I stopped.
What was your opinion of that whole situation?
I didn't feel like I was at home anymore because the veterans were gone. So it's just a little weird to me. I mean, obviously I was young and I felt like I didn't know what to do. So not having all the veterans around that I trusted a lot, I just kind of I felt weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt weird. But I didn't stop going there. Didn't stop.
So you stayed?
Yeah, I stayed there for a while.
Yeah.
To be honest, I stayed there until I broke my leg. When I was 17. So
how did you do that?
At school,
just
stupid.
Yeah.
It was a freak accident. I just went to go jump to grab the rim because at the time I was only 17. So me being able to dunk a ball was pretty cool.
Crazy. Yeah.
So I went to go jump and grab the rim, and my knee exploded. So I didn't even make it off the ground. I guess when I went,
just when you went to go
lift off, my knee popped and everything let go. And that was when I was 17, man. That sucked.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Nah, it did, and it still hurts me to this day. So, but
so then when you came back from your injury, you went right to ACW?
Yeah, actually, I did a couple. We could talk about that for a minute. I did a couple shit shows.
Ooh, yeah, I'm always down to hear about the shit shows.
Show Pro, actually.
Show Pro, ran by Angel the Icon.
Yeah, it was. I just came back from injury.
Now, I was still training at Top. Did you do Show Pro shows with us?
No, maybe
we weren't there because we only did we did a couple too, trying to get back into the wrestling deal.
I only did like 4 of them, I think.
Okay.
Just because that was my first matches back. I was getting all the ring rust out. I figured whatever. It's all the way out in Rhode Island at the time. I didn't wrestle out there, so excuse me. I went there and I got my first match back against Creeper.
Yep.
So this is before we actually formed the team at the end of Show Pro, which ended us leading to us tagging everywhere.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, my first match back was against him, and he knocked me out.
That sounds about right.
No, he literally knocked me out. I was literally out cold.
Yeah.
He
drop kick?
Oh, spin kick.
Spin kick. Damn spin kicks, man.
He knocked me out twice with it. Literally knocked me out.
My partner once almost knocked my front 4 teeth out of my mouth.
Well, you should
Stinger
stop
death
aiming.
drop.
Yeah, but listen, you should stop aiming for your partner when you're diving out of the ring. I just want to let you know that.
You heard that on the podcast,
I heard
right?
that on the podcast, so
Because he knows that.
I'm sorry, but you
the
should
only
never
one who's gonna
aim for your
catch me.
partner. That just seems like you
It's a
need.
bad idea.
It seems like you were on Viking before for sure. Oh man.
So you start going to work for ACW.
Yeah, that was a shit show too.
Oh, no. Let's talk about the shit shows first.
The Show Pro shows were horrible. Angel the Icon. But,
Isn't there like
either way, me and Brandon only wrestled each other for the first, 3 shows. And then we formed a team
at
and
the end,
wrestled one show, and then that was the end of the
It's
Show
all
Pro.
done. Did you ever do any of those Steve Savage shows?
Which ones were those?
RCW or...
The ones in New Bedford that he ran?
I can't remember where they were.
I don't know where they were ran either, so no, I'd never never did.
But you weren't there the night that Chuck Morris flipped out on Davey and Georgie for ordering a pizza?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, man. It was a wild one.
Oh, man.
Chuck Morris flipped. It kicked them out of the show, kicked them out of the locker room because they ordered
I
pizza.
heard about this story.
Yeah, it's wild. I think we talk about it. Go back and listen to either probably not the Georgie one because he's smashed.
He's Superman.
Yeah, and he talks... we and him talk about that podcast all the time and how we have to record an actual one.
Yeah,
when he's
because,
not as drunk.
half of it wasn't even posted.
Oh, my God, dude. We had to stop at one point while we were
If
recording.
you guys had got to listen to the unedited version,
It's wild.
you would have just known some things that you didn't need to know.
I always like to say the podcast happens before and after the podcast. Like what everybody really wants to hear is the shit that we talk before we record and then afterwards when nobody's listening. But no,
Yeah,
I try to push the envelope a little bit on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's when you're gonna tell me what your first wrestling name was.
What?
You wouldn't let me know what your first wrestling name was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you're gonna tell me after the Mackcast.
Yeah, probably.
All right, I just want to just wanted to make sure you were gonna tell me.
Oh, I might.
All right, cool.
I might. I'll give you a hint. I was a Mexican.
Yeah.
It's just to say, the whitest Mexican.
The word
on
is.
show.
Yeah. So you're wrestling at ACW, and what were your first impressions of a lot of those? Because who was in the locker room at that time? Us, obviously, we mentioned that earlier. That
The ACW locker room?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Us, and we made a bad impression on you because apparently we were.
my fantastic
Now that you
shows.
know us, you
Oh,
obviously
my
know that
fantastic shows.
we were just fucking around with you, right? Like now.
No,
that
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You guys are dickheads back then.
Yeah, no, we were always ridiculous. This is how we
no,
always
not
been.
ridiculous. You were dickheads.
Is that it?
Yeah, you were just assholes back then.
Oh, that's so funny.
Fucking picking on a 16, 17-year-old kid.
I was like the same age.
No, you're older.
You just
than me.
couldn't tell because I had the mask on. That's why.
And you talk like this.
Yeah, you don't know how old I am. I could be an
You
old
could've been a
man.
pedophile or
I could be a
something.
little,
I could've been
hey, little
scared.
boy.
Hey, there's plenty of pedophiles back then.
Come here, you little Mexican spider.
I wouldn't have been so rude if him and Brandon Webb wasn't trying to steal my gimmick at the time. You know what I mean with the masks.
Oh, us dickheads. You guys are the
silly
dickheads.
gimmicks.
You know what I mean?
We had completely different gimmicks.
No,
You guys are morons, and we were serious high flyers. You guys are just the.
Oh yeah, like we weren't doing high flying maneuvers. We were doing dives. The moves.
Him,
Yeah,
not
me.
you.
Never.
The trainee didn't get past
Never.
that training session.
Nope.
That's just how far it went, you know.
The day that Master Mack was teaching dives and Japanese arm drags, I was like, nope. I want none of that shit.
Japanese arm drags. You're afraid of those things?
I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like. I don't like throwing them.
That's like somebody refusing to do a sunset flip.
Who did that? Me?
No,
I don't-
no. I'll leave the name out on that.
All right. I didn't know somebody
It's just
refused.
I had to throw the dig in there.
Okay. No. I just find Japanese. Everybody says that the Irish whip is the most unrealistic thing in pro wrestling. I think that the Japanese arm drag is the second most unrealistic thing. And unless you're doing them like, what is that? Austin Aries does them, kind of where he like hooks you and turns.
Oh, where it looks like an arm drag at the end.
Yeah. Is that the one? I think it's Austin Aries that does that.
I don't know. Austin Aries is.
I'm just not a huge Japanese arm drag guy.
I
That's all.
understand.
So
I'm not a huge take a bump kind of guy.
Yeah, no, I know that too. So who else is in that locker room? Oh, we'll do name association now because I can probably remember a lot of those guys. Billy Bully.
I don't remember him.
You don't remember Billy Bully?
Nope.
He tagged with Mack Echo.
Was that
William Bullsworth?
That's all right. Yes,
That's the name
I know
that
who
you
that
know.
is. George Robidoux. George Robidoux.
White shirt, mocker.
Yeah, he was a dick. Whose nose didn't he break Eric Dillon's nose or something like that?
There was like a he stiffed up Eric Dillon and like punched him out. I think we watched that match kind of recently, or at least I watched it kind of recently.
Did anybody
with
ever
Eric.
watch? You guys ever watch Eric Dillon versus Tex McCoy in a Boro match?
Yeah, of course.
Like, that's awesome. You got the best.
Anytime I hang out with Eric Dillon, all he does
best
is bring
Boro
over
match I've ever
his
seen in my
matches.
life. Just to say, everybody
Yeah.
needs to find that and watch it.
So who else was there? LeMay, obviously. We already know your feelings on LeMay.
Yeah, he's you know. He's a, you
Yeah,
know,
LeMay.
he's a
Chris Cruz.
he's a guy that gets punched in the face on his doorstep. I'm just saying.
That's happened. I said LeMay also once got held up in the park and slapped
And
around
they threw his phone and his keys in the dark. I gotcha. I remember that too.
Oh, yeah, all
and
that
he called
nonsense.
people crying. I heard all about this.
Did you?
Yes.
Chris Cruz.
He did not do it. It wasn't him.
No. I'm saying, what's your name association with Chris Cruz?
Oh,
I'm not clean.
I've known Chris. My name association with Chris Cruz. Me and Cruz, shoot, man. Believe it or not, me and Cruz have been hanging out for a long time, man. Since I started ACW, me and Cruz have been hanging out. It's just,
You got along with him right away.
yeah. I've always got along with Cruz. The crazy life of Chris Cruz has lots of stories that shall never be named.
No, they can't talked about on the podcast.
No. I love Chris Cruz.
I've been involved in some of
He's
his
a really
crazy
good
stories.
friend of mine.
Chris Cruz, if you're listening, I'm giving you a big thumbs up and a smile right now, buddy. You know what I'm saying.
He's been there when, I was down and out, and, I'd be there for him if he was down and out. That's just, we've been friends for, 7 years now, and we've been hanging out a lot, off and on at least,
We'll share most of the Chris Cruz stories when he comes down on the Matt cast. I'm sure I'll have a bunch
He
to
needs
tell.
to be on this Matt cast, and I'm going to make sure he listens to it, whether I have to show it to him personally or not.
So we're doing Word Association, ACW at the time. Some of the newer guys are starting to come in. Nero came
Vinny
in with a
Nero?
group.
Who's that? I don't know who Vinny Nero is. Who's Vinny
That's
Nero?
when we're on the way
Guys,
out.
guys, who's Vinny Nero?
The Matt Magnum and all them guys are coming in at the time.
Oh, Vinny Marcellia. That's not Vinny Nero. That's some other guy.
No, same dude. Same dude.
I don't know.
It's true.
I was told.
No, man. They did one appearance randomly at the end there, and then they were gone for a while, and they came back afterwards.
I had
Yeah,
no.
you don't-
I had
he had
just
no
to
idea.
be clear. I have no heat with Vinny.
anybody. Yeah,
not
no,
with
no.
Vinny.
Yeah.
Me and Vinny were really close back then. So
Yeah.
whether he admits it or not, so. Vinny was cool.
So I don't know who else was there. Mac Echo. We didn't even talk about Mac Echo.
That's me.
Yo, wait. Oh yeah,
That's
me, Mac Echo.
Literally, he had what was it? A black.
Spandex shirt.
Yeah,
right?
well, it was a Under Armour type
Yeah,
shirt, and he literally, it looks like he put chalk and put ME in the corner of his
I think
thing.
it was a whiteout.
Whiteout,
pen.
yeah,
Whiteout pen,
that
yeah.
was my second guess, but that was his gear.
And
he
that's
tagged
what
with Bullsworth, who has the skinniest, fattest body I've ever heard.
It's wacky, right?
Yeah, he's got literally chicken legs. If you literally picture a chicken, that's Bullsworth's leg.
He runs like Fred Flintstone, if you ever seen him run.
I don't ever hear tink 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 when he's running, so that's not.
Check the tapes, kid.
Check the tapes. I don't know if does anybody have any tapes I can watch for entertainment reasons?
Oh, I've got Wrestle Awesome Fest. Do you know what that is?
No, sounds Mick awesome though.
Oh my god! All right, so back in 2005,
I'm in. I'm already in. You
when we first started doing the Mack show, we used to show random terrible
Oh,
matches.
hey, wait, no. The best Mack show that I've ever watched, actually,
Yeah.
was the one where you guys had Rob Roberts.
Job Roberts.
Job Wire.
And Job Wire.
It was great.
I'm going to tell you something right now.
That was the greatest, I don't even know, post-match ever.
Oh, when they fought and fell down the hill?
I was really expecting something, different.
Yeah,
shall I
and
say.
not
different. And, I don't know. But, in reality, Rob's a nice guy. I never really knew the other guy, but...
He just popped back up at Showcase Pro Wrestling and was involved. Yes, he did. Job Roberts. He's back, and he.
Why am I not on these shows? Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's Showcase Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
We'll get into that too, because we'll talk about the Showcase deal with you and your dad and us. And
I don't
all
know
that.
what happened. It wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you. But we'll get into it. Believe
Well,
that.
technically it was me, but not
Right
really,
now,
it was
Trevor's
me.
looking up Rob Roberts matches on YouTube.
He just put Rob, and that's what gave it away.
Yeah,
Dude, he doesn't
I
even have
seen
to
that.
keep
I seen it
spelling
coming.
if he just goes up, but he doesn't know how to use an Xbox.
There it is. So yeah, he popped back up at Showcase. Was actually involved in one of our matches and all that jive. And you know what I mean? One of those deals.
Yeah.
It
Did he
was-
tag with Lapaka?
No, I wish he did, to tell you the truth. So,
That would have been savagely awesome.
you talking about Lapaka USA, right?
The new one.
Yeah, that guy.
Super Lapaka USA. That's who it is.
I've only met Super Lapaka USA on one show, and it was awesome. I seen him in the crowd sitting with his girlfriend and his mask on.
I swear to God, we tell this
I
story.
saw a beer
every
get poured on his head.
Mackcast.
Isn't that the night his beer got poured on his head?
I don't know, but I seen the promoter yell at him because he was sitting in the audience with his mask on, with his girlfriend and his arm around his girlfriend.
I'm pretty sure that was right after I wrestled him.
Yeah,
That was probably
That was the tag match that he completely, let's say, went in the business for himself type of deal, and left his partner stranded while we were beating his partner with chairs.
at NWW.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
same show.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go back to ACW. You show up there. ACW starts bringing in a lot of the old guys that you knew at Yankee.
Yeah, like
Starts using
even then, at
Jamie
some
takes
point,
over with the booking and stuff, right?
Yeah, that was right when
Sean
Jamie.
Candido, whatever.
Yeah, Jamie was there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Yeah,
No
I know.
secret. Yeah, that's when Jamie took over bookings, but I didn't wrestle that show. It was the show after Jamie started, because that first show was the day that Zach Justice wrestled Kevin Strider, and
the balls fell out.
and Jimmy Wang Yang was flowing.
Yeah.
It was fucking hilarious.
This kid's tight split and his wang
was
and
literally hanging
his
out,
pork
and
and beans.
he didn't even know.
just out flopped through his thing, and he just wrestled that match.
It was horrible.
Hang and wang.
Everybody in the crowd, that was all of like 15 people, were
All
dying
15
laughing.
people were laughing
It
at
was
baby junk.
So to think of where ACW went, we did pretty good.
Wait a minute.
In the end,
Whose Wang was out? Was it Brian Justice, Zach Justice?
it was Brian Justice.
Was that his
yeah, it was
last
Brian
match?
Justice.
Was that his
It was Zach
retirement
Justice,
match?
dummy. But what?
Was that his last match? Did
Was
he
that
ever
his?
wrestle
No, that
again
wasn't his
after
last match. I feuded with Club Soda forever.
Club Soda.
me and
must
the
have been
Creeper
awesome.
feuded with him, with both of them for too long.
Yeah.
Happy Feet is
It's
just.
too bad we didn't come back to ACW
I
earlier.
love Justin and all, but
Happy Feet. He is the
Happy
same.
Feet
He has the same
kills
thing.
me.
That's what George does. I mean, God damn it, Billy Bully. That's what Billy Bully does too. He runs it.
He's it's so funny when he runs and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Brandon kicked him in the face for real before. It was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and not to say, we always used to fight over who got the wrestle with Strider. I'm just
Saying who?
I'm
Not if you were
saying
fighting
who.
to wrestle Strider or not to wrestle Strider. We're
No,
not
we
gonna
wrestled
mention.
to wrestle Strider because we didn't want to we didn't want to wrestle little O'Brien because he didn't know what he was doing. And he just, I don't know. I don't even know. He didn't get it. But,
That's so funny.
I don't care if I shit on him.
How
because,
long-
to be honest, I've been calling him Club Soda and I shit on him to their faces as a joke.
Yeah, forever.
anyway, so
Yeah,
it's just been whatever.
it is a joke.
Yep. If he
Um,
takes it serious, he can
GFY.
shit on a stick or something.
Yeah. So when did you start working as David Baker? Like no alternative.
Oh, man.
Was
I want to say...
Was that ACW?
Yes, it was ACW. How I know that? Because David Baker was brought in 3 years before it got turned over.
Okay.
So what was that? I don't even know. Jamie's been running WCW for 5 years?
I have no
Maybe
idea.
more?
No, 2000.
Well, it's been 5 years, I think.
2010.
4 years? Yeah, it might be 4 years. I don't know. It's whatever. Either way. The first year I was David Baker, me and Pops were tagging.
Yeah.
Beating up on Scott Levesque because that, and Rob Hagan, who at one point was my adoptive dad. But that's another story. I have 3 dads in the business. That would be my dad.
Yeah.
Rob Hagen adopted me.
Yeah.
And Kevin Castro adopted me.
Yeah.
So
was that with the Hagans?
So when I see, yes, with the Hagans, that was the great thing, and I wish it went further.
That was for Lethal Pro?
Yes. And then Scott LeMay happened.
Brandon LeMay is his name.
I said
Brian
Scott LeMay
Sire,
to not say, but
you call him Brian LeMay or Brandon Sire?
I call him whatever.
Yeah,
I don't even know what I call him when I see him.
Allegedly,
I don't even think I say his name.
Allegedly, he didn't do it. He just bought the belt from the kid who did do it. Allegedly.
I like to call him the franchise.
You're the only one?
I don't know.
You and him, you're the only two that call him that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just wrong. Anyway, that's too fishy, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of weird stuff. So you did a lot of the grappling at the soccer center.
A lot of quick feet during that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You were doing that jive at the soccer center in New Bedford with
I love that
ACW.
soccer center, actually. I just wish more people knew where the fuck it was.
Right.
It was in the middle of fucking nowhere, man.
Yeah. The one in New Bedford or the one in Somerset?
Somerset.
The what was it called?
Somerset.
The multiplex.
The
back
multiplex.
then.
Yeah, there was just
It's
nobody
like
showed up. We advertised
Team Sports now.
At one point, we were advertising like crazy, and just nobody showed up. Like other people have ran there, and they drew, but they didn't draw what they expected.
They brought names in.
Yeah, and they didn't.
Did okay.
But yeah, they did. You know, they did okay, but they didn't. I don't know. That
sad too, because a lot of parking. They have a big parking spot. The building is beautiful.
The building was awesome. Who you kidding? That was awesome. We had the greatest view ever. Up in the luxury box.
That was awesome.
We're up in the luxury box, guy, and that's just what we did. We came down the stairs. And
unfortunately, it's kind of like hidden. It's like a. It's not. Yeah, it's a side road, and it's weird. It's off the highway,
and it's like behind a bunch of fucking trees. But
it's like pushed back from the road, so you gotta like drive down a little driveway.
I don't know. It was just a bad draw building. That's all.
Yeah,
shit happens.
Yeah,
then we went to the soccer center in New Bedford,
right?
And there was like 300 something fucking people,
right?
There almost monthly until it died down.
Top Rope still runs there, like currently. We did a Top Rope show there. We wrestled the Minutemen, and it was packed again.
Yeah, that place is fucking awesome. It's like everybody knows what it is. That place gets used all the time, so it's not like people don't see the advertisement there itself. Plus, everybody that plays leagues there for soccer and shit.
Yeah,
they had a lot of fucking soccer parents and stuff there.
No, that place was cool.
I wish I could.
I went to a few shows there.
Like I don't know, I just never made it down to Top Rope. Like
if
they ever wanted to book me and I was open for the date, I would go wrestle for Top Rope. I don't.
We were talking about earlier how you did. You were in the battle royal for your dad and all that.
Yeah, I loved it. That was awesome. I had a blast, by the way, and. Stupid me, Mark Sherman. When Mark Sherman eliminated me, I ended up backflipping over the top rope. And
you actually eliminated.
Landed right on the stairs.
You and your brother had a lot to do with it. There's a hilarious photo online of Mack, like of you hanging upside down, about to get like you're holding onto the ropes, your legs are in the air, and Mack's trying to eliminate you. You can see
but
just
he didn't
Matt
do it.
Magnum.
He didn't do it. He was unsuccessful.
You see Matt Magnum just laughing in the background, looking at you too, hilariously.
I don't know why he was laughing so much. Like I don't know. There was a couple people that laughed a lot. And it was fun. That Battle Royal Rumble actually was a lot of fun.
It was a good time.
It was a lot of fun. Plus, I got to tag with my brother. You know, we got to wrestle you guys. Technically, we got to wrestle the Minutemen too. Like I don't know. And then, like I said, when Max Sherman fucking clotheslined me over the top rope, man, I guess I misjudged it or something. He just caught me at the right time. I flipped over and I hit the fucking stairs.
Jeez.
That hurt, man.
I flipped over and landed on Trainee.
Yeah.
But nothing hurt more than that show than when, Papa's an idiot. Diving off the fucking
jumped
thing.
off the damn.
He claims he fell, but I don't think so.
No, I watched. I seen that. Yeah,
he was like, "This is my last match. I'm gonna." He's
die. Like, screw it. I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna try to drop an elbow.
That's what
he's trying to do.
He was trying to hold on, but he lied.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw the video. His hands never tried the grip.
He just whoop. I'm trying to elbow drop.
He just went. It was cool.
We were on the balcony, and I blinked, and he disappeared. And I was like, "What happened? Where'd he go?"
Dude, all you hear is "doomp." Like I heard at the close up fucking dude, he hit the floor fucking hard. Oh, yeah. But it's bad enough Jose fucking fell. You know what I mean? He went all the way down too.
I got to bring it up now before we forget about it. Definitely want to talk about it. Your feud with your father. I'm pretty sure I seen you staple gun his forehead.
He did it to me too.
I'm pretty sure.
Fair is fair.
You guys
man.
were
fair is fair.
wrestling
man.
around on thumbtacks. Who would body slam their dad on
thumbtacks? Dude, I just want to let
I
you know. I think the hardest thing
I would totally body slam my dad on thumbtacks, dude. I don't know.
Dude, I powerbombed them through like 15 chairs, man. We set them all up and laid like a shitload of chairs on it. I suplexed them on it. That's what it was. Not powerbomb. I wasn't doing the powerbomb at the time.
How was that experience? I'm sure that was.
That's like
pretty
scary
awesome.
experiences, man. You're wrestling your dad, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're wrestling the guy that pretty much like was your sidekick, best friend.
He's the
Literally.
reason that you're alive.
When I played baseball, he was my coach every year of baseball.
See,
like he was at every game that he possibly could be at. And then after that, obviously he was my trainer through pretty much my whole life.
See, I would love to wrestle my dad. He owes me like $30. Every baseball game, he was the guy who was never there.
Hey man, I'm sorry, but yeah, no, dad's always been right beside me regardless, and
so
through everything we've done, literally. When I played baseball, he was there every time. When I was fucking wrestling now, he's fucking there all the time. He's finally taking a break.
When you had the staple gun in your hand, he was there. Because he stapled gun in his forehead.
We know he stayed. Now, the reason that they had to do the staple guns and the thumbtacks is because your dad's been whooping your ass for years, you know what I mean, since you were a little kid.
I had to get, dude, that's
crazy,
my only
right?
chance to legally beat up my dad. Does anybody realize that? Like,
you get him back for all those.
Do you think he's not going to hit me back twice as hard? Are you kidding me?
He's gonna.
That dude punches so hard, man. We used to box in the house, no face shots, all body shots. I tell you what, dude, he'd let me punch him like 15 times, and then he'd punch me once, and I'd be like,
just done.
Yeah, it'd be all done.
He's got that old man
cheats
strength.
Too. He's got old school cheat moves all the time.
I'm sure.
He's a heel on me all the time.
I was gonna say, your dad's,
so where do I not
learn
to be a bad guy? I mean, cheating's how you win. Obviously, he beat me all the time.
So was that probably like your favorite ACW moments? Was all that the crazy shit you did with your dad?
Yeah. I did a lot of crazy shit with my dad. We only wrestled actually in 5 matches.
Yeah.
But I mean, the feud lasted longer than.
Well, I mean, like he was screwing you
in
matches. He was screwing him on matches.
It was literally a year-long thing until I finally got the last win, which made me #1 contender for the title. So
now, I'm trying to think of which one. Didn't you wrestle Scott Levesque?
For 55 minutes.
Yeah, for like an hour.
55 minutes. Me and Scott Levesque. I'm not even going to say whose fault it is.
Scott Levesque.
Not even going to say whose fault it is, but I can blame a veteran, a guy that says he was just listening to a veteran, and the other veteran. Literally, they made us go an extra half an hour, and we did. And me and Tony had an awesome fucking
Scott
match.
Levesque.
Who's Tony?
I don't know. The referee, right?
Yeah, Tony the ref, yeah. Flown.
Yeah, it's all good. We did a podcast with him. I probably called him Tony like a million times when we were doing it.
Dude, I don't know. It's just how it happens sometimes when you know somebody and wrestle somebody and beat the shit out of somebody so many times. But, yeah. Where were we at with Tony again?
You guys wrestled for 1,000,000 years.
Oh my God, yeah, that was
and
great.
And then, didn't your dad come out and beat him?
I put a trash... Dude, no, that's not what happened.
All right, so what happened?
Let's do this all that happened after this, and I'm not saying anybody's fault, but, you'll know whose fault it is. Anyway, so me and Tony wrestling for literally, I don't even know. I felt like I wrestled for 2 hours. I was in the ring that long.
Yeah, it was a long-ass time.
Like, I told Tony... I told Levesque to throw me into a car.
Yeah.
And he said no so many times. I said, Tony, if you don't do it, I'm going to throw myself into a car and blame it on you.
Yeah.
And he's like, no. No, hey, guy, no, we're not doing that. And I'm like, wow.
That was an outdoor show, in case people don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was a street fight of all things.
I clearly remember it.
This is one of my favorite matches I've ever been in, though.
You guys wrestled for like 55 minutes.
And then people ran in. There's a 55-minute run-in afterwards.
I wanted to go home, you know what I mean?
It was literally, the whole segment was like 59 minutes.
It was pretty
with everything. And it didn't make sense to me because I was so confused because I'm sitting there dead because I wrestled for an hour. Scott Levesque's dead. He wrestled for an hour. Yeah. Now
so what actually went down?
Scott Levesque gets up and after that, my dad comes out. My dad beats Scott Levesque and wins the title. I don't know why. I had number one contender. I don't know. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. My dad comes out, beats Scott Levesque. He wins the title. After that, Redemption comes out, beats my dad, wins the title. And I don't know what happened because after that, Scott Levesque picked up the entire wooden stairs and threw them at me. On the outside of the ring. And he doesn't remember this, and it makes me mad because those stairs hurt. And I have proof. Because Alex Landau was there, and he was sitting right beside me, choking me when Scott Levesque threw those stairs at me, and I was so pissed.
Is this not on video footage anywhere?
I don't know. I've never seen the footage of that.
Oh, you've never seen the
No,
footage?
I've never seen the footage of this.
There's got to be footage somewhere.
It should have been posted. That was that good of a match. Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
I honestly say that's top 5 matches
that
of
you've
my
had
career in 10 years, and that was one of my favorite matches.
The fact that you guys could
He's
go
one of my
to
favorite
55
feuds too.
Was Levesque?
Yeah, dude, I love wrestling Levesque. It's always a challenge. He's really tough.
He's
really tough.
I like wrestling Levesque a lot too. He's a wild man.
But
I feel like Scott Levesque would have been
a
wrestling star in the 80s.
80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
sure,
certainly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, I think he's stuck there anyway.
No, I don't think he's stuck there.
Yeah, he is.
Come on.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
I love it. I love the fact that he wears cowboy boots to shows with his jeans tucked into him. And
dude, his family's weird too.
I bought him a fanny
Dan
pack for
Strikes.
Christmas. Did you know
Dan
that?
Strikes. I like Dan Strikes. Okay, I do.
Do
The
you?
first thing I ever heard from Dan Strikes was that.
Wow, Tommy Dreamer is fat.
Well, man.
I'm sorry. It just
Tommy
bugged me out.
Dreamer was like fucking 47.
Yeah, listen. I just seen him like recently, and he didn't look like that.
He had baggy clothes on.
Maybe he may have.
But Dan Strikes, the first thing he ever said to me, when the fuck did Sergeant Slaughter win the title? That's the first words I ever heard Dan Strikes speak.
That sounds
I don't
about
get
right.
it.
Dan Strikes is a wild man.
Scott
Levesque tricked me into doing
crazy,
a podcast
man.
with him. So now
where is this footage? I need to hear this.
it's on the Mac.
on there? I
Yeah,
have
the
to go back in
Maccast.com.
time to find
iTunes.
this
Yeah,
thing?
just go back.
All right.
It was so Scott Levesque could air out his family grievances that he had with his cousin Dan Strikes.
On the Maccast?
Yeah, so
On
Scott
the
Levesque was
Maccast.
just drilling him about why Dan Strikes never got him into the business when he broke into the business and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
What
You
was
should
the
check it
answer?
out.
Well, can you just give me that answer, or are you gonna make me go listen to the fucking
Dan
thing?
Strikes. All right, yeah.
That's a rib.
After, if
That's
you,
a rib.
We'll
That's
trade
a rib.
after
That's
the
fucked
show.
up. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
I got
we-
more ribs on you guys that I can say, other than these getting mad at mass deals and
No.
pole throwers.
No, you didn't put no holes. We'll tell you that after the podcast. We want the
Okay.
people to go back
Okay.
and download it and listen to
I
it.
don't want to
get
bring up
more
Ouija
numbers up.
boards.
Oh man, Ouija boards?
Yeah.
What, me like telling fake stories?
Yeah.
On Ouija boards? I do that all the time.
Yeah.
If you've ever Ouija boarded with me, folks, that's probably because I lied to you. I made Mr. Perfect have a conversation once. I had what was it? I told some girl to break up with her boyfriend to date Monster Mack. That was funny.
It happened.
It was Chris Cruz's girlfriend at the time.
It happened,
It was
kinda.
Chris Cruz's girlfriend at the time. Hilariously.
It was great, though.
Yeah, it's madness. I was a wild man when I was younger. That's all.
You all were. ACW was full of crazy people at
Yes,
one time. They
absolutely.
were. I swear to God, every one of you
Absolutely.
motherfuckers was tapped.
Yeah.
And like,
Chad? Have you met Chad?
no.
No, he's
No,
a
never
wild.
met Chad. Rancid. No, no.
Yeah, never met that Ray Rancid guy.
What happened to Tough Daddy?
I don't know, man. He hold on. Muscle Mac's got the info.
Monster Mac, didn't you feud with Tough Daddy?
I'm still feuding with him. We're in a cable access war. We're battling it out. Yeah, the Monster Mac show's back on cable access forever. Check it out every Mondays, 10:30 or 11. We're not sure.
That's a rewrote its own.
But yeah, we're still in a battle. He runs a cable access show, a paranormal investigation show, where he hunts ghosts, and yeah, we're in a ratings war.
Where does he do this thing?
I didn't know about this.
Can he
war,
come to
dude.
my house for free? Would he do it? Would he come to my house for free?
And what? Look for ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell him there's ghosts there.
And he would come for free.
Yeah, it wasn't. You think Tough Daddy's gonna charge you, dog?
I don't know. He was definitely a doppelganger
What,
of somebody I know.
You got ghosts, spooks, or goblins in your house?
No.
All right. I'm just saying, if you need them, I
I just laugh
contact.
at those shows.
It's a comedy, I know.
I don't know, man. I never. At first, I thought they were cool because it came out when I was a little younger, but then you just realize that, oh my God, they're staging all this shit.
I got a
What?
tough day.
I watch
iPods, my
I watch an
friend.
hour-long show, and all they say is, "Oh, you see this speck." That's an
Not on
entity.
this show, dude. This
that's
show, the
that's
ghosts-
an entity trying to get in. I was like, no, motherfucker, that's just dust on your goddamn camera.
Investigators, bitches, and hoes. They're not messing around in this one. I mean, don't watch that crap. The Monster Max shows where it's at cable access.
I can't watch
10:30
cable
Mondays,
access. I'm not.
You gotta move
I'm not
to
in
Fall
this
River,
area.
dude.
Which,
You
Fall
have
River.
to move. Yeah,
You do not want to move the Fall River, people.
You can always watch the Monster Max Show on YouTube, youtube.com/the Monster Max Show. You're so busy plugging the public access show that airs just in Fall River, and you don't talk about the YouTube channel that you can watch the Monster Max Show on. That has all these episodes that are aired in Fall River right now.
Yeah,
Already
no,
out.
seriously, they already are. Yeah,
They
I
are,
already
but
watched a
they
couple.
can always just move to Fall River and check it out every Mondays, 10:30. Fall River, check it out, or 11. We're not sure yet. David Baker, let's move this podcast along. You know what I'm saying?
So move it along.
Yeah, because
I'm sorry.
we took a short intermission to plug the Mack show, the Monster Max show. So we're gonna move this Mac cast along. Where were we at? We were talking trash.
You don't even know.
Hey, wait, time
brother.
out. I think you guys should plug your sponsor again to just
Oh, yeah,
triple
well, that's
dose
totally-
it just in
yeah.
case you forget next time because
What are we
I'm
at?
sure that your ACL is going to be 110% by
It
the next
is. What, you
podcast.
challenging me? Well, I'll do an ACL off right with you right now. You know what I'm saying? I'll do
Dude,
5 power squats
I know what it
right
feels
now.
like to have no ACL, man.
I'll set my brace to unlock and we'll do this, all right?
I dare you.
All right, so let's move
Are we really
let's move this
gonna-
Mac
we
cast
should-
along, folks.
Yeah, we went back to the Mac cast. Literally,
So
the Monster Max cast.
hold on.
Bad
what,
joke.
what are we watching right now? We're watching some. Was this Top Rope? Is that Teddy? Is Teddy a babyface now?
No,
People are cheering. They're going wild.
he's got
Biff and Ted USA.
Dude, he's got such a mustache, man.
wouldn't
That
he be
mustache
able
is
to?
a statement, man. I've never seen Teddy with a mustache like that. And
It's awesome.
I see him one day after a while, and he's got this big bold mustache. That's awesome.
His mustache outlasted Cody Rhodes' mustache.
He's
It did. He
That's
didn't
a-
give up on it.
that's another one who's really good. He needs he's doing really good. He's getting in really good shape too. So
What, Cody?
no,
No,
Teddy,
Ted. Yeah, no,
Teddy.
he's looking. He's looking quite fine. That's. I don't know why I said that.
And obviously
He's
he's
ridiculous.
really over with the fans.
Yeah, he is right now.
He's always moving and stuff. He's always he's just funny.
Boom, TNA kick. Hilarious. So yeah, and back to the story of you being in ACW. Hey, you.
I'm listening.
You're looking
I'm
at
listening.
hey,
I can
no,
do two things at once.
No,
I'm
yeah,
not Monster
yeah,
Mac
yeah.
over there all fucked up.
Prescribed fucked up. He's prescribed.
All right,
prescribed.
he's definitely prescribed. I will confirm that
Right,
he's
yes.
prescribed, except for that bear over there.
Yeah, that aspirin's gonna do him in big.
Is that NyQuil too? You chugging NyQuil too?
ACW eventually becomes WCW
Yeah.
because there's some sort of falling out with Candido and Dave. There's like a weird situation.
It was just a snappy situation,
Do you know anything about it or no?
Anything about what? The snappy
The
situation?
snappy situation, yeah.
Everybody knows about the snappy situation.
Now, what
It's
kind of
just not
snapping are you talking about?
Huh?
Like
Just a quick snap.
a quick snap?
Just a quick snap. That's all it is. That's all it is. But
Like,
anyway,
it was almost like a slapping sound, right?
almost. It's almost like almost like if you like pull your underwear and slap it. or
Yeah,
something.
that
It's
kind of
almost-
noise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
makes
just
that.
annoying like that.
It's pretty annoying, I'd say.
That's the most annoying thing in the world. So
So yeah, there's a weird falling out. ACW becomes WCW, and you're working in WCW now, and it's basically the same thing, same promotion.
yeah, but I liked it better because Dave wasn't there. Dave was
Right.
just like, I don't know. He didn't want to proceed in anything. He just wanted to stay the same.
Yeah,
and
in
Jamie
that one
was
building.
willing to try to keep going and push things harder. And well, I thought it was just going to be better, and it was better at the time. 'Cause
Yeah.
WCW was awesome, and then I don't know what happened. It just started,
Now you don't really wrestle for WCW anymore.
No, I don't really wrestle for WCW anymore. I also was, having a kid and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
there's a
it's-
lot- you had a lot
there's
going
just
on in
a
your
lot
life.
of craziness going on. So
And now we were talking earlier about RWA and all that good stuff. Wasn't there like beef with you back in the day with RWA? You were like anti RWA or
at the time, if you think about it, I didn't really. It's not that I really hated RWA. It was like some of the people that were there that I didn't really get along with. But other than that, it's not like I really hated RWA. I was just I was already not in the backyard, and at one point they were in the backyard.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, they progressed a lot, and I like what they've been doing. I like that T's really trying to push his company to be something on the map, and they've come a long fucking way, man. And to see what they were, because I was there, to see what they are now, it's unbelievable. It's crazy. Like, they have. It's great. I love being there, and I love being a part of the place, and I'm glad that me and T were able to talk things out and eventually stop. It took a while. I had to, a little bit of persuasion from a lot of the friends,
from everybody,
and stuff like that, which I appreciate.
You kind of just hanging out. I would
just show up to the shows to hang out. At the time, I really wasn't wrestling anywhere.
You just there.
One of my home companies. It's sometimes things happen, but PWF was awesome. I loved PWF. I thank those guys for everything they ever gave me.
Yeah, you did a lot over there.
With your
brother and your dad.
I was privileged to wrestle the Nasty Boys, which was awesome.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, that's the first Legends that I ever got to actually wrestle with. I mean, I've reffed a bunch of matches with Legends.
Right.
That's the first for me, and it was a really good match. It was.
And I'm assuming you learned a lot working with those.
Oh
guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's also it's just, I don't know. It's a different feeling when you're across the ring from somebody who's pretty much done everything.
Yeah. They made it to the big time.
Yeah, they were in the big time.
Right.
They were
You grew up watching them.
Yeah, literally. I had their action figures. So, I mean, it's not like...
Now, was that you and your dad or you and your brother?
Me and my brother, actually.
Wow.
My dad was the manager, and he actually got involved, too, and they just wrestled with us kind of deal. You know? It's not like they didn't squash us, so it was good. It was fun. I had a blast.
Now, why wasn't it you and your dad?
Because at the time, my dad wanted to slow down anyway, and they brought my brother in because, well, that's the greatest thing ever. They gave
it's
me
like a family deal.
They gave me, my dad, and my brother the chance to just go out there as a family and kick ass, man. And we did. We kicked a lot of ass.
Yeah.
I mean, for Showcase, they gave me awesome. I wrestled Gary Gold and Johnny Fabs for a year and a half. I mean, the ending result sucked because we ate dog food, but that kind of sucked. My brother got out of that one.
But no, let's talk about a little bit about Showcase. You're talking about your first run in Showcase, but you guys came back afterwards, and you and your dad were set to feud with us.
Yeah.
And you guys came in, your dad came in first, and you cost us the match, and we lost to your dad, all that good stuff. You guys won the tag belts, and we were supposed to do what they call a babyface chase, and all that good jive, and we got the Blackheart surprise, which is something I like to. And it's not always a bad thing. Chris Blackheart's a wild man.
I like that he likes to make it different all the time. He doesn't want it to be the same. He's always trying to change things up. It's not like he was running the same thing.
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
To be honest, he also let people wrestle almost who they wanted to wrestle. What they I mean, if it didn't work, then Chris would say no. That's just what what the fuck, it didn't work.
Yeah.
No, the answer is no. I mean, I don't have heat with Showcase Pro Wrestling itself at all. I like Chris Blackheart. I would wrestle for Showcase again. Given
some of the wrestlers there. The feud with us kind of got sidetracked along the way, and
you guys went to France, so I mean,
no, it was previous to the friendship. We were still involved. We were there every show. We were working with the wrestlers, and somebody else was feuding with you guys, and
I don't. Oh yeah, it was Cargo Vinton and Richie.
Don Vega.
Don Vega,
and so all that jive happens, and things get, like I said, turned mixed around and blah blah blah. And you guys are working with two people, and I don't recall who it was or whatever, but there was a bunch of backstage arguing, and somebody got hurt in the match, and you guys basically walked out.
No, well, what ended up happening is just I don't know. It's just I don't know. Everything went wrong, and then at the end, the guy literally dropped a knee on my face and my neck. And it literally was dropped on me.
Yeah.
And I was told that I didn't turn my face, and I have it on tape, and I've let people see it. I turned my face. He just literally dropped it
Just
on me.
on you,
So
yeah.
why am I not going to be upset? I mean, you know, the whole match was shit, and then you drop the knee right on me, like, to kill me. Like, I could have fucking got seriously hurt really bad. Like, I felt he didn't know how to do it or whatever, but eventually, you know, time passed on.
Yeah, cooler heads prevailed.
He called me. Well, he didn't call me. He messaged me, and we talked, and everything's whatever now. Whatever. The beef is squashed. There's no heat. There's nothing like that. I don't know.
Well, I'm just bummed because
whenever they give me the offer, I guess, and I'm available for the dates that are open, then I'll do it. I don't care.
Well, like your dad had spoke to them, and he talked to us about it on his podcast about wanting to work with us, like with me and Mack, and because we having fun and doing like fun stuff at Showcase, and he wanted to one of his last runs before he retired.
As a tag team, that was our last run for us.
Yeah.
That was it. We only had, I think, one match after that.
Yeah.
And it was against Aaron Morrison and Justin Tunis, who are awesome to wrestle with. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that was a good fun show. It was actually really nice building, the good ring, decent crowd, a really decent crowd. So it was pretty cool.
Now, so after Showcase, all that jive happened. We're talking about like RWA. The Throwdown's coming up.
Oh yeah.
And you got your first shot at a RWA live show was RWA Dynasty this year.
Yep. I wrestled FNB, and we had a very stiff match.
The fun, nasty...
whatever you want to call them.
I can't think of a B word that's not bastard.
All I'm thinking is bastard. Yeah, that's all I can think of too, so you got me.
It's just... Alright, so the FNB.
Yeah, we wrestled FNB. I wrestled FNB, and... then Cipriano Abruzzi and Abby Knox and all them got involved and fucked it all up. They didn't fuck it up for me. They actually helped me. And I jumped off the top of the elbow and I pinned FNB.
1, 2, 3,
my first win in RWA at a live show was against FNB.
And so that was your first experience.
That was fun, actually.
How did you feel about the RWA live show?
That was awesome.
Because it was your first live show.
Yeah. And then when Legacy happened, there was not twice as many, but a lot more people. Yeah. And it was the
a few
place
months later,
was great.
RWA ran Legacy 7, and you got to wrestle Brandon.
Yeah, that's the first time.
First time.
Out of the
no gimmicks.
No gimmicks, nothing.
Yeah. So Brandon Webb versus David Baker for the first
time ever.
And it happened to RWA Legacy 7. The place was jam packed.
Yep.
And so now coming up, we have the Thanksgiving Throwdown.
Yep.
What match are you in, DB?
The match that I'm obviously gonna win.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you why. First of all, my match is against that crazy joke of a clown, Devin Blaze.
Right. Yeah.
Who? Well.
Jokes on you.
Yeah. Whatever. Jokes on him.
Jokes on him.
Jokes on him. But I pretty much was the one that started him up.
Right, yeah. You and Cruz.
Me and Chris Cruz, speak of. And obviously I mentioned earlier, Cruz is a really good friend of mine, so I know his only weakness, and he hates that I know that he doesn't know how to do or get out of what I could do to him.
Oh, okay.
So if I do it to him, I know he can't get out of it. Because there's no reversal for him, because he's due when it comes to it. So I already know that's going to happen. And I mean, it's Brandon. Literally, I've been training with that kid for 10 years and wrestling him for 10 years.
So it's you, Devin Blaze, Brandon Webb,
and I know everything he's going to do.
Who's the fourth man?
The fourth man?
Yeah, isn't there a fourth person?
Yeah, me.
So, no, it's you, Devin Blaze, Brandon Webb, and who?
Oh, Chris Cruz.
Okay, Cruz is in that match, too. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, I mentioned that because it was...
I thought you were just saying... Okay, yeah, I know. I thought you were talking about Blaze when you were talking about
No. Blaze is like 100 pounds soaking wet. He got lucky last time he won because Grassa actually, hit that move, and then he stole it.
You're blaming everybody else.
No, I'm just blaming Devin Blaze. Because afterwards he hit me with his sword, man, and that sword is like solid wood. So
yeah, dude, where did he get that thing from?
I don't know. He probably made it himself because he's crazy.
Whittled it in his basement.
Literally, he's crazy.
Yeah,
so
he's a wild man.
He's
something broken in his head, I think.
more than something.
Yeah.
More than something. That kid's fucking crazy, tapped to the max.
David Baker.
On a personal level.
We have been talking for like an hour and 40 minutes, dude.
Yeah, you can cut some of it out.
No, I'm not cutting. I'm not going to cut out parts of the podcast. I'm just saying time flew by when we talked about a whole bunch of jive.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want to get into, or?
No, not
off the top of your head, no?
No, not really. I mean, we covered a lot.
Yeah, we did. We went over a lot of things. Any upcoming shows that you want to promote other than the Throwdown?
Other than the Throwdown, well, I would promote the House of Brick show, but that's not that got canceled, unfortunately.
But you can always look up HOB Wrestling on Facebook.
Yeah, you can always look up HOB Wrestling, like their Facebook and stuff like that, where there'll be updates.
They always put up new videos and
stuff. Yeah, they're going to be on YouTube. They're going to start running some tapes during the winter off season.
Yeah, to keep people
and we'll be back next year. I'm told early spring, possibly next year. So we'll see.
Yeah,
it's going to be great.
This will be the 5th year of House of Bricks, or
especially after my brother just won the heavyweight title.
Right. Yeah.
How much better could that be? Having at least
you must be pretty excited.
Yeah. I'm happy for him.
He's doing well, and he's doing his own thing.
He needs to come back into his own. So hopefully
get his stride again.
So hopefully this is his big push right here. Hopefully he gets it, and hopefully he takes over, man. I hope so. I had my shot. I did it. I shined for a lot of years. I mean,
you're gonna let him kind of do his thing.
I'm not done yet, though. I'm only got 10 years in. I got lots of stuff to do.
Yes or no question. Will Amadeus be back to get his title once again?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I have no idea. That's not up to me. You
don't know what happened with that situation?
No. I don't have anything to do with the bookings.
Yeah.
I don't touch that stuff. Yeah. I don't, man.
Right.
That's the truth. I swear. I have nothing to do with the bookings. I don't do any of it. Everybody's like, "Oh, when's your dad gonna let me wrestle on the shows?" I'm like, you know what? I was like, "Don't hit me up. Hit up my dad because I don't have anything to do with it."
You're just sick of that question,
Jordan. I'm done with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Hit up the Facebook page. Hit up the
HOB Wrestling.
HOB Wrestling.
Don't ask David Baker.
Just don't ask me because I have no freaking clue.
I apologize. I'll check it up on Facebook.
I've had, out of all the matches I've had in the 5 years we've been running this House of Brick stuff.
Yeah.
I think 6 people have canceled my match.
Yeah.
So I've wrestled just whoever is there type of deal. You know what I mean? And I tell you what, I've had some really good matches there. Really good match, especially I can say the other street fight that I had with Chris Pyro.
Yeah,
where we literally were diving off bleachers and taking backdrops over guardrails onto the ground that was solid ground.
Getting wild.
And like, what was it, September I think it was?
Yeah, it was cold. It certainly wasn't warm, at least.
Yeah, no, we had a really vicious match, so I believe if that's not already posted, it will be soon for the off season.
So eventually you can find it at least.
Yeah, eventually
and
it
I'm
will
sure
be posted.
You'll be plugging all that stuff on your Facebook and
as soon as it happens.
Facebook and all that. So be sure to like that, folks. Like the Mackcast on Facebook and go to the Mackcast.com, subscribe to the iTunes and Stitcher. Go to monstermac.net and watch our videos, and there's all our upcoming dates.
They have a lot of shit, but they know nothing about the internet.
Yeah, we're not very good at the internet. Well, come on, man. We use like the easiest things ever. Like our website is like a WordPress website, so I just easily type stuff in. We used to have a web guy. We had a web dude for a long time, but our web dude moved to Boston and is a hip hop guy now.
Is that good or bad?
No, he does good. He's doing some pretty cool stuff.
Oh, good for him.
But it's not good for us because
you thought you were gonna do yourself?
Now I have to like do the website stuff, and I don't know.
Now instead of just watching Botchamania and random indie wrestling shows,
now I have to
actually upload it while you watch it.
Yeah,
all you have to do is push a couple buttons, which is awesome. You just never have to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
You can still watch your shows. You just don't want to push any buttons.
New Republic Printing. That's the second plug.
Third, I think that's the third.
That's the third plug for your sponsors to make up for the last time you guys didn't plug us. Thanks for the hookup. And you can check cool shit out at newrepublicprinting.com.
It's been 2 hours since he took it, so this is where he's about to say, fucked up.
I'm Monster Mac. I'm about to take a nice Percocet nap. A good old Mac nap, I'm due. I got it set in my clock.
Your eyes aren't even open, dude.
Literally, they're closed.
You have a huge smile on your face and your eyes are closed.
I don't know if I can see the smile with his mask on.
Well, I can see because I'm sitting close. I can see it through the mouth holes. The spikes, I can see through the spikes. The teeth.
The teeth, he says.
The teeth, that's what they are. Yeah, so that's Moss Mack. He's going to be taking a nap. David Bacon, thank you for coming down and doing this, man. We had a great time.
No, me too, man. It was fun.
We'll have to do it again.
Hopefully nobody gets offended. I didn't do anything to say anybody's
I'm sure. I'm sure somebody.
If anybody gets offended, just message me and whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens next if you message David Bacon.
I didn't cause no.
LeMay's hitting you up.
Yeah, LeMay's going to be hitting you up.
I hope so. That's the only one I hope that kind of hits me up. Yeah. Like, I thought we squashed this shit, my friend. I'll be like, nah, man. It's not that I didn't. I respect you in the locker room. I'm not gonna beat you up. I'll shake your hand when I see you, but that's not. You're not my friend.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, screw you, LeMay, and everybody else. Have a good night. We'll miss you until next time. Later. Somebody pass me some chicken.